original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our mailbag episode where we play your voicemails and read your reviews if necessary. I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stetton.
Do we have any new reviews?
Yes.
Oh my God, we're so lucky.
This is from Go Fock Yourself.
That's
Bimbo
funny.
for Life. I love this podcast so much. The ladies make me laugh my butt off. Love that they keep it very real, never try to be something they're not.
True that.
I love how comfortable they are with themselves, and it has encouraged me to be more of my authentic self, too.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad. What's for you can only find you if you're truly yourself.
Oh, no, we got a 1-star review.
Oh, yeah, let's read it, baby. It's like Allie is dumb.
Oh, my God. Please stop talking. Tell the story, not stupidity. No thanks. Please stop. You can't say please stop talking to a podcast.
Yeah.
That's the point of a podcast.
I think maybe he thinks we shouldn't podcast.
Yeah, please stop talking. Okay. This is from Jazz Cahill. 5 stars, great podcast, hilarious and interesting. Seriously, y'all are laugh out loud funny, and I love hearing about so many topics I otherwise would never know about. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's all for now.
Please stop talking.
Please stop talking.
Please stop talking.
We got some emails. Hello from Sweden.
Ah, Sweden.
Hi, I was tipped off to listen to your podcast on the website of one of Sweden's biggest news organizations.
That's crazy.
Government funded, did you know? I did not know. And I'm not disappointed. I love true crime, but I'm also paranoid. And the combo of crime, mystery, and humor is just the perfect concoction for me. I suffer from social anxiety, but if I have your podcast in my ears, when I'm outside, I walk around smiling foolishly without even caring. Thank you. All the best, and please never stop, Cora.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Hello to Sweden. Here's one of favorite Twilight Zones episodes from Nicole Pugh. One is the one with the boy who could read thoughts. Oh, that was a scary one.
It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah.
With the boy Anthony, who's like, Anthony doesn't like that.
Yeah, it was scary. They redid that one on the Jordan Peele with Jacob Tremblay. And then 2, the one with the lady who ends up being a mannequin. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, yeah. Is that the After Hours? This is from Jessica. It's Honk Honk Web Crawlers. Hi there, Melissa, Allie, and Maria. I just recently started getting into you guys and the Hollywood crime scene girls, and I am hooked. I am now a new fan of yours. I loved your episode on the McDonald's ice cream machine. It was super interesting and funny as hell. I recently listened to your episode with Paul F. Tompkins. It was my favorite so far. I love it when you have guests on, especially guests like Paul, where it all feels so natural. You guys are all amazing. I would love to see you all have Patton Oswalt, Nathan Fielder.
I mean, me too.
Lucio Fonza or Ali Wong on. I feel like any of those would make for a fun, enjoyable podcast, but you all make it fun with or without guests.
Yeah, can you get them on for us?
Can you get Nathan Fielder?
Let us know.
I mean, he is a friend of my husband's, but I mean, he's too famous.
Yeah, ask Nathan if he wants to be on our stupid ass podcast.
No. We have a couple emails that are like voicemail follow-ups, so that like they're like, after listening to the voicemail, read this email.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll remember if I hear the email. Okay, let's get into these voicemails.
Oh, this is another cool thing. The Ghost Brothers want to be on our podcast.
The Ghost Brothers?
Yeah, and Osborne, Jack Osborne. Discovery Plus Paranormal Show Fright Club, the Ghost Brothers, and Jack Osborne. Following up here about the Ghost Brothers, could we set something up with them? I gotta read these voicemails more. I mean, read these emails more.
My old friend Jack
Osborne. Yeah, back in the Teddy's days.
Who I met at the Playboy Mansion.
It's so funny.
And then dated his friend who lived in his guest house.
Hey, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Lisa, long-time listener, first-time caller. I've had a lot of things I want to tell you, so I guess I just kind of reached a critical mass. Love the show, first of all. It gives me so much pleasure during my work day, which is really long. Okay, so I want to get to the things that I want to tell you. First of all, my friend Jenna actually went to the Yellow Deli. She did not know anything about it. She was like a teenager working at a summer camp, and she was a camp counselor. So she and her friends went on like a date, like a lunch date together, and they went to the Yellow Deli. She thought it was like a Lord of the Rings themed diner.
Oh my God.
Super crunchy, earthy. She said it was very Middle Earth.
That's funny.
So she had no idea it was like a weird, creepy cult. So I told her about the episode, and she was like really horrified, but at the time she had no idea. So it definitely comes off kind of normal, crunchy, hippie. So that's my story about the Yellow Deli. I also want to tell you about two synchronicities. Number one is I was listening to a podcast, and there was a guy in the podcast. It was like a short story podcast, and he had a very distinct Russian name. And then right after, I get an email from a coworker who has that same Russian name, and it was like kind of distinct. It was like not something you see every day.
Vladimir
And then my
Putin?
other synchronicity is when a fire broke out in Southern California it had a name, my coworker brought me a bottle of wine that had that same name. Really random, really
That's weird.
synchronicity. Sorry, it's kind of vague. I'm like afraid to dox myself. Anyway, I love you guys, and I love the show. So thank you for listening to me. Okay, bye. Boing, la la la.
Thank you, first time caller.
Always good to hear a first-time caller.
Oh, wait, is there a part 2 or is this?
We'll never know.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. Hi, it's Lisa again. I called not too long ago. I was just wanted to add one more thing. I really enjoyed the Teal Swan episode. It really brought to light a lot of things
The
I've
which
been
one?
feeling about
Teal Swan.
for a long time. I never got too into her, but I had a really close friend who was super into Teal Swan, and I know she was going through a lot at the time, but I kind of noticed that, like, the more she watched Teal Swan, the more she would talk about how she kind of thought that, like, the bad things that had happened to her, like, she deserved. She was in not a good relationship with this guy, and she kind of just would tell me that she thought that she attracted these kind of people, and it was really sad at the time. Like I would talk to her for hours and just, try to talk her out of it and just tell her, like, she's a beautiful person and she did not deserve anything that was happening to her. Try to get her out of this bad relationship. I really think that Teal Swan kind of enforced that mentality. I mean, she spent long hours, like late in the night, watching Teal Swan. At the time, I didn't really know what kind of person Teal Swan was, and if I'd known that, I really would have tried to get her to stop watching this YouTuber. But yeah, definitely everything you said resonated with me, and going back and watching some of the Teal Swan videos, I can see how damaging it is. And I just feel really sad because I think she really preys on people that are in the most vulnerable parts of their lives.
Yeah.
My friend is doing a lot better. She's gotten out of that relationship, and she's really had a much better time going forth. But I definitely don't like the whole culture of Teal Swan, and I wish that she didn't have this kind of rhetoric that kind of like mirrors the law of attraction, that the bad things that happen to you, you kind of bring upon yourself. That's kind of what I feel like Teal Swan preaches, and I think that's so unhealthy. Yeah. Anyways, that's my personal Teal Swan anecdote. And again, thank you guys so much for everything you do. I love your podcast. I love listening to you guys, and I think you're bringing to light some of the most important things that people don't really know about. Okay, signing off. Bye. La la la.
Important things like puckwudgies.
I actually have a comment on that. And this is just my personal opinion. No one deserves any bad or harm in their life, but I think there is something to the fact of attracting it. And let me speak more of that and explain that. So scientifically and statistically, for example, if you have been sexually assaulted once, you are more likely to be sexually assaulted again, more than people who have never been sexually assaulted.
Right.
And you think like, why is that? And when trauma or something happens to you, it fundamentally changes like your personality and your personality traits and things like that, obviously, which is horrible. But for example, when trauma has happened to me in the past, which I've had to work through, it made me kind of like a people pleaser, and I really wanted like affection, and I would take it from anywhere, or I'd be like willing to settle for crumbs. And it kind of like changes your energy or demeanor, and people who are predatory can pick up on that, and then from your side you will also accept that. So I think there is something to be said, not to say you deserve any of that, but I think there is something to be said about where we are with our mental health and what we attract and what we accept. So I think that that's kind of maybe what Teal Swan is getting at, but then she also goes like an extra step, which is where her thing gets harmful. Like I think she goes an extra step and gets like mean, instead of being like, let's analyze where we're at and then figure out the solutions and boundaries, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, that makes perfect sense.
But I think that there are certain behaviors that we have that attract certain people. And when we're in a different wavelength, we can create boundaries and just block. I'm sure your friend now wouldn't accept what she had in the past from that person, maybe because personal work that she's done, you know? Like now in the past, I wouldn't accept the things that I have in the past. Now in the present, I wouldn't accept things I have in the past because I'm in a different emotional level, you know?
Right. Like dating, where like there's a point where I was like, why do I keep dating these shitty guys?
Yes.
And I'm like, well, it's me choosing these people.
Yes.
And they like take advantage of me.
The only common thread in all of your relationships is you.
Yeah.
So you have to look at like, okay, what am I doing that I keep doing all of these things? So I think accountability is very important because you can't change other people. You can only change yourself. But that does not mean punishing yourself or victimizing yourself. Like accountability should be empowering, not defeating.
Well said.
Thank you. I am the other side of the coin of Teal Swan.
Allie Swan.
Allie Swan. No, Allie Siegel.
Well
Allie Siegel. Teal Swan, Allie Siegel.
It's been there the whole time.
Yeah, it's always been under our noses. As the prophecy
How did we
foretold.
not put that
I don't know.
together?
It's scary.
That's funny. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Allie Siegel.
Allie Siegel.
Okay, next message.
I'm her greatest adversary.
Allie, Melissa, Maria.
Whew.
Where the fuck is Maria?
That's nice. Lovely.
Hi, it's Rachel the widow. It's been a very long time since I've called.
It
and I've
has
been
been.
Hi, Rachel.
meaning to call, and so I have a list. I made a list of things to talk about.
Good.
I might have to call back.
Well prepared.
Yeah.
And I might also realize that none of this stuff is even worth talking about. So, but either way, I wanted to say hi. First of all, I'm just going to say what we're all thinking. I love James from Las Vegas. He's such a sweetie pie. And he also shares the name of my late husband. So that's
Oh,
double bias
sweet.
on my part to already love him. The second thing, Barry from Milwaukee. He called in this week about Maria possibly working on Ghost Girls. And I just wanted to say, Barry, do you want to be my friend? I live in Milwaukee, and I don't have any friends. And I also like THC and Ghost Girls.
Oh,
Hit me up on
Yes.
Discord. Let's see, what else? Allie's dogs. I think it's adorable how at the end of the episode, when Allie starts wrapping it up and says, like, okay, you can immediately hear, I think it was, she said once it was Dolly.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's both. barking in the background, like, yeah, she's done. It's time for us to play or go out or whatever. So I think it's adorable.
I'm glad someone
And it
thinks it's
reminds me
adorable.
of, I can't listen to your podcast without headphones on around my dogs, because if they can hear Asher's dog tags.
Oh my God, how funny.
My dog Clyde starts like whining and getting upset and like wondering where this dog
that's
is coming
weird.
from. It's really funny. Let's see.
Cross off the list.
Yeah, I got that.
In a recent episode, Allie kind of repeated Melissa when she said crayons. And I think that's one of my favorite pronunciation, like regional pronunciations, is that I've always grown up saying crayons. Not even crayons, it's crayons. It's like one syllable.
C-R-A-N-S.
And it's
Crayons.
really,
Crayons.
it's just an interesting one to me for some reason. I always really enjoy hearing other Midwesterners say it. And it makes me laugh because my mom also, she's from Kansas, and she doesn't call them crayons or crayons or anything. She says Crayolas. And she's like,
Ooh, I like that.
it's adorable. Oh, I've had some interactions is a strong word, with a hummingbird recently that reminded me of Melissa's hummingbird nest.
I think there should be a part.
How's that nest going? Oh, is that your old house?
They hatched.
Oh, nice.
And then they stayed in the nest for like, I think 20-ish days. And then one day they were just gone.
Oh, that's so
They
nice.
just flew away. It was so sad. I was like, they're just
my children.
Okay, thing cut me off. It's always shocking, even when you know it's coming. Okay, but Rachel the Widow, by the way. Hold on, where was I? Hummingbird. So, in the kind of area I hang out in my house and watch TV and stuff and sit and chill, there's a lot of windows. There's a back door that's completely glass. And I'll a couple times have noticed this little hummingbird just come and hover right in front of my back door and then fly away. For just like a couple seconds, it'll hover and then fly away, like it's looking in on me or something. And then one day I was on the phone talking to someone, and I was standing at my back door because there was a female cardinal in a bush outside, and so I was just kind of standing there and watching it. And cardinals are my signal from my late husband, James. So I was watching it and smiling, and then all of a sudden I make this noise because the hummingbird flew and like hovered right in front of my face again, but not this time. It was in front of my face because it was right in front of my the same spot it normally was. Right there. Oh, sorry, my dogs are fighting over a bone.
Oh my God.
It surprised me, and it was very exciting to see, but it was like right in front of me that time. But yeah, it was cute, and it was just this little hummingbird. Let's see. Okay, I have a story, but maybe I will wait for another time I call in like 5 minutes. Movers packing your stuff. Now, you talked about how people have get their movers to move them, and then they pack up all their stuff, and it's rich people. You know who also does that is when companies move you. They usually hire a moving company. So if you are moving for a job, I've had this happen twice where they hire a moving company, and then the moving company or whatever package they pay for usually requires them to pack it for liability reasons. So you can't say they broke something. If it's something that you packed, where they can say we packed it as with all the bubble wrap and paper and crazy stuff.
That's interesting.
So it's it's convenient, but I agree that it's really awful because you're if you're going through my stuff
I'd be like,
and they'll if you don't really go through, they'll just pack garbage. They'll just pack whatever and sitting around. This last time I was there while the guy was packing up, and he's like, I found this, and he gives it to me, and it was a baggie full of weed that I had misplaced.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So I was like, oh, thank you. Put it away. I thought I'd gotten it all, but I guess I didn't. So that was nice.
Oh, there's another part.
Hi, web crawlers. It's Rachel the Widow again. I have a couple of stories. Oh, they're fighting over a bone again. A couple of stories I do want to tell, but I'm going to do it on another day because this is my fourth voicemail, and it's just getting ridiculous at this point. So I just want to say I love you. I love Allie. I love Melissa. I love Miss Maria. And pray for her return to us one day. But I know that she's out there doing something amazing and hopefully not locked in your basement. But yeah,
you never
I
know.
hope you guys have a wonderful day. La, la, la.
Oh, lovely. How lovely.
Gorgeous.
Hi, it's Rachel the Widow again. I was talking about movers, packing her stuff, and yeah, that guy was nice because he gave me the weed that he found. I did have the one time,
this was
because they pack her clothes and stuff too, and somewhere in the move, I lost my Blackhawks jersey, my hockey jersey.
Oh, hell no.
And, I'm moving from Chicago, so the guy who packed it was probably a Blackhawks fan as well. So that's a little suspicious. But yeah, it's a weird thing. Now what else? Okay. I do need to call in defense of Geminis. I understand we have a bad rap, the Gus and Scorpios that get thrown under the bus all the time. And Allie has mentioned her hatred of Geminis before, so when Geminis came up again, I was like, uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, no, I'm in trouble.
I did appreciate the disclaimer that the listeners are not into hatred, but there are a good amount of us in the Discord, and I just want to send out some love to us.
Gemini
I'm
Hive.
going to read a couple fun, good things about Geminis out of this love letter book. So we build bridges. We're great communicators. We're good moderators. We're very curious. We love to learn and always ask questions. And we're never satisfied with just living it. We're in one spot. We're just always constantly trying to learn, find new facts, connect with other people. We're smart. We're witty. We're quick. What are some other ones? We're good with words. We can talk to anyone about anything, any of the time. Yeah, and we're just fun people to be with, and
I believe you.
Hopefully, I did a Reiki session with Allie. Hopefully, if I was full of evil, she would have told me. So
you are not full of evil.
Sorry, I just had to defend us for a minute.
I am wrong.
Okay. Multiverse theory. I do want to say that the multiverse, the idea of a multiverse, I'm intrigued by it because it means that there are other possibilities where my husband is still alive. But it depresses me, too, because that means that I am in the darkest possibility where my husband is not alive and I am by myself. So I just find the whole topic to be incredibly bittersweet. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just always I love it and I hate it, and I'm mad at it all the time.
That is the end.
That's interesting.
Of Rachel's voice. Yeah. Multiverse is not all good.
Yeah, I definitely, if there is a multiverse, I'm in one of the worst ones.
No. Yeah, me too.
Hey there, this message is for web crawlers. I haven't called in a bit because I've told everyone I know about your show, and I don't want to be recognized by my voice.
That's funny.
You're welcome. I'm calling as follow-up to the gnome episode. You had said to call in if we saw feathers, and I don't remember what the feather was supposed to mean, and I'm too lazy to go back and re-listen.
Gnomes are real.
Gnomes are real.
I listened to it on my drive into work, went out to lunch that day with some colleagues. We're sitting outside, and one of my coworkers said, "Oh my gosh, look at all these birds. I'm grossed out. I just can't handle it." And suddenly a bird flew overhead and a feather fell and landed directly on the table next to us, in their food, which is pretty gross. But weird stuff happens to me all the time. So crazy story. When I was in college, I was living in the dorms in undergrad. I left my boyfriend's room. It was probably pretty late. My roommate was sleeping.
And as soon as I sat down on my bed, my phone rang. And I'm pretty old. And so, like, this is, like, right at the advent of cell phones. So I had a cell phone, but we all still had, like, regular phones in our dorms because if you remember, it was, like, 10 cents a minute during, like, prime hours to make calls. So, like, everyone had a phone in the dorm. Anywho, so my phone rang, and I thought it was my boyfriend calling to make sure I'd, like, made it back all right. And I leaned over and I answered the phone, and I could hear myself in the room. And so I thought, like, maybe my roommate was playing a trick on me. And so I walk over and I look to see if she's awake, and I'm, like, hovering over her, which is really weird. I'm so happy she wasn't awake. She is definitely sleeping. I can hear her snoring through the phone, echoey. I go to check to make sure I didn't pocket dial myself. My phone was off. Her phone is on the charger, off. Like, I still don't know, like, what happened. It was like a rip in the universe or some sort of weird, like, Blip in the Matrix moment.
That's scary.
So that happened. And then I had, like, all kind of crazy things happen. So sometimes I'll have, like, bizarro dreams, and then I'll call my friends, and, like, any good friend, they all seem real crazy. So I'll tell them, like, oh, I had this weird dream. Isn't this nutty? And the last time I had one, I called a girl that I know, and I said, oh, I had a weird dream. You had to, like, waitress. She hasn't waitressed in, like, decades. But I was like, I was staying at your house, and you said, don't worry, I've got to leave it.
There's a part 2, I believe.
Oh my God, your phone ringing and you hear your own voice is so scary.
Hello, Melissa.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 Okay, this message is for the web crawlers. This is my first ever 2-parter, and I'm dying. I think I left off. I called my friend, had a crazy dream. I'm telling her about the dream. And in the dream, she's like, oh, I got to go waitress in the morning. I have to leave at, like, 2 a.m., which is bizarre anyway.
2 a.m.
But she said, don't worry, I'm going to, like, ride my bike, which is also weird because we're not going to do that. And I look over in my dream, and she's got this bike, and it is, like a bike you would ride if you were 10 in the early 90s. Like, banana seat, pink and blue spirals, like, pom-poms, white basket in the front, little bell, like your dream bike when you were 10. Which is also weird being, like, an adult woman and having that bike and riding it to your 2 a.m. waitressing shift, but, you know, who am I to judge? And so I'm telling her about it. I tell her about the bike, and she stops me and she goes, oh, my God, I had that exact bike, but it was like a traumatic experience. And so, like, she had awful parents. One was teaching her how to ride her bike, pushed her down the hill, and she flipped over the handlebars, and she got a concussion.
Oh, my God.
Before we all wore helmets. And we all know better now, so whatever, it's what it is. But, yeah, maybe we live in a simulation. Who knows? But I'm going to cut this off now before this becomes a 3-parter. Hope you're doing well. Keep doing what you're doing. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Her parents just pushed her down the hill on a bike and was like, figure it out.
That happened to me when I was learning to rollerblade. Like, my parents just let go and I, like, bumped into, I didn't know how to stop. And so I crashed into, like, a sign and I bruised my tailbone.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was bad.
You know, hard living back
Hard
then in the 90s.
living.
They're like, just go, figure it
Yeah,
out.
the 90s were crazy.
90s were crazy.
Hello. This is for the web crawlers.
James?
This is James from Las
You
Vegas.
hear this? It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Ladies, how are you? I
Good.
hope you're doing well. I've missed you. I mean, I've missed calling. I've been listening to you ladies, like, every day, but I need to tell y'all about something.
Uh-oh.
This TikTok lady, her name is Selena something. Hold on.
TikTok lady?
Yeah.
The Spooky Boo.
Huh?
Something.
This bitch sleepwalks on
What?
What? What? Uh-oh.
to be exposed to it. You don't have to go onto TikTok if you don't want to. I don't. I watch her on YouTube.
Oh no, his voicemail's
Y'all
cut.
should
Yeah.
watch because you'd laugh your asses off. Anyway, I love you, ladies. I hope you're all
Oh.
Oh no.
safe. I hope you're all staying safe. I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. La la la.
Now there's some lady on TikTok that we should watch. I didn't hear the name.
I didn't either, but I think she sleepwalks.
I heard sleepwalking. Celine or something?
Yeah, I don't.
You gotta call back. Who is it? Or email us. TikToks of people sleepwalking. That's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Don't
Hi,
like it.
Webcrawlers. So, okay, Melissa, you got to bus it. I think you're singing really good. I really needed to let you know that. And that's it. Bye.
That was
Of
so
course.
funny.
You got to bust
You've got.
it.
I was like,
With
what?
the
I don't.
good.
Yeah.
God, I'm so old.
That was so funny.
And now this message is for the web crawlers. I am a listener. My name's Brittany. I'm in Carson City, Nevada.
Carson
And
City.
I think I discovered you guys a couple of months ago. I can't really remember. I think it might have been, I think you guys did a Lisa Frank episode. I think it was you guys.
We did.
But because I had heard shit about Lisa Frank and like, of course, being a '90s baby, had all those like posters
Oh,
and
yes.
folders and stickers
Yeah.
and all that shit. But yeah, so it was pretty shocking to hear all the
She's a bad
all
girl.
the
crazy.
dirt on Lisa Frank and company. Yeah, but I love you guys. You guys are just a highlight of my week. Well, I think you guys come on twice a week because like the mailbag episode.
Correct.
But yeah, I love you guys. You guys crack me up, and I love the shit you guys talk about. Definitely more science episodes would be awesome
Or
because
science episodes.
I all know that you are scientists.
That is science.
Like quantum stuff.
But yeah, I love you guys. And also, I think it's James from Las Vegas. I really love Sweet Baby
Everyone
James.
We love Sweet Baby
He just
James.
makes me so happy whenever he calls in. Yeah, but I wanted to say you got to bus it. You
No.
got to
Oh my God.
bus it. I love you guys. Bye.
Everyone's making fun of me now.
Oh my God, that's so funny. We should make up our own
Have we
song.
had a fan favorite since Jeb? Like voice?
No, James is the new Jeb.
Jeb, you'll always be Jeb. Jeb, you will be Jeb. But James
is
your new favorite.
Yeah, James is a 2022 winner.
Hello, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Brittany in Carson City, Nevada again. Yeah, so I just listened to the Teal Swan episode.
Oh.
And she's someone that I've been following, like not consistently, but like I've seen her videos on Facebook. And I can't remember if it was Allie or Melissa that said like, she kind of has like beliefs that you kind of align with yours or whatever. And that's kind of my experience from the few videos that I've
I
seen.
think that was me.
Well, I think it's probably been more than a few. But the ones that I've seen that pop up on my Facebook, yeah, but like hearing all the shit about her, I want to watch the documentary now.
It's so good.
And I love the idea of doing like a live feed and like discussing it. All right. Well, I think that's all that I have to say right now. Yep. All right. So maybe I'll call back. Maybe I won't.
Ooh,
right, have a good one.
mysterious.
Yeah, the deep end. Everyone's got to watch it.
Oh,
It's
so good.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Eric from Indianapolis.
Hi.
Eric?
First time calling in.
I could tell. Yeah.
I've been thinking about calling in for a few weeks now, but I wish I could say the thing that pushed me over the edge was Allie's inspirational speech about conquering anxiety and stepping through fear. But the actual truth is that I think it's because Melissa was singing the Buffett song.
No.
Push It by Salt and Pepper. With
No.
possibly a little bit of Whip It by Devo. And that just compelled me to call in. But since I'm calling in, the reason I was thinking about it
Bus
was
it.
had to do with the quantum immortality episode. Specifically, the talk about people being able to jump timelines deliberately.
Quantum leap, yeah.
The thing I thought about right away was the possible moral question there. So say you are in a timeline you don't want to be in, and you deliberately jump to a better one. But the problem is, there was already a you there.
Right.
So what happens to them? Do they cease to exist? You become one person?
Oh, interesting.
You trade places? I don't know. Without knowing the answer to that, it seems like it's morally kind of
Maybe you trade
a gray area to jump timelines deliberately. Anyway, just thought I'd call in about that. Like the show. Hope you guys have a good day.
What does
That's an
happen
interesting
to-
conundrum, yeah.
It's like that movie Primer, where like you jump timelines, but you're not supposed to talk to your own self.
Yeah, because
the
that's
first
always
rule
bad.
of-
In all of them, yeah, in all the shows.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah.
Hello, this message is for the web crawlers. I just really wanted to call and talk about the fucking notebook found or whatever released from Brian Laundrie with the confessions of killing Gabby Petito. Like, I just can't get over it.
What?
Also, I don't even believe that he wrote it at this point. Like, the family was so in on everything. Like, it makes me so mad. But yeah, I have my own little theories. I'm pretty sure that the family like planted the notebook because they were searching for weeks. Nobody found anything, and then of course the family goes there and ooh, we found it. Like it was right here. We told you. Whatever. So yeah, I think they planted the notebook, and then it was so annoying to read the confession, quote unquote confession. And he's like, oh, don't come after my family, blah, 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 blah. Are you kidding me?
I haven't read any of this.
Anyway, it just made me super upset. And that whole case just, like, really upset me. But I think we should do a follow-up podcast about this. And
About what?
what we all think, what you guys...
I think she's talking about Gabby Petito. I think her boyfriend did a confession.
Oh, he wrote a thing. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know about this. Brian Laundrie notebook.
Oh, right. It was all his like thing. I didn't read. I kind of skimmed through.
Yeah,
it.
I didn't.
Like excuses for whatever.
At all. And it makes me mad. And, like, the mercy killing, like, no, dude, like, you just strangled her. You guys are going to break up. Like, everyone saw you guys arguing, and I just don't buy any of it. And I think I'm more upset. I think I was upset before, but just with this BS confession and notebook, it's not getting. I'm just, like, no, I just hate it. The whole situation just makes it more worse for me. And that's all. I feel like I have a lot more to say, but I guess I summed it up. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Oh, this is Angelica. Okay, bye.
I haven't even read this stuff, but there's some websites that chronicle all the pages and stuff like that. So crazy.
Oh yeah.
This message is for the web crawlers. I'm calling because I don't know if I got cut off because I realized I was talking for 2 minutes and maybe I just didn't hear it. But if not, then cool. But summary of what I said. Brian Laundrie notebook found, Gabby Petito case, got me super pissed off. You don't believe it. And then also I realized more things I did want to say. Yes, so he mercy killed his girlfriend. But I'm thinking, hello, you guys had a fucking van. Why didn't you drive her anywhere, dude? You had a phone. Why didn't you call anybody? And just mercy killing, like, bro, that's so fucking barbaric. And also, like, they're living or whatever, they were loggers. So if any of this was actually true or happening, you would think, oh, hey, let's, Gabby hurt herself, whatever, blah, 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 like, record it. Like, that's what you guys fucking did, right? So, another reason why I don't buy any of that confession, quote-unquote confession. And then, the way it ended was like, please don't litter or something, like, Gabby hated littering.
He said don't litter?
That's insane.
I don't know, it just made me angry. Yeah, and the family's totally in on it. And he's like, oh, I have to kill myself because I couldn't live another day without her. bitch, you lived the whole week. And you went home to your family to probably hash up this plan. I'm pretty sure they were like, okay, Brian, you strangled her because she was going to break up with you because blah, 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 you're lame. So they knew everything, and then they're like, okay, you got to go in the woods. Here, let's write this notebook. Maybe they said that, maybe. And then you got to go kill yourself for your honor or something like that. I don't know, but... Okay, that's all. Bye.
Not a fan of Brian Laundrie.
Yeah, we
I
have to
didn't
look
really
into those.
Read it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He said it was a mercy killing?
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
she was like...
She was so depressed or something that...
Oh.
I don't know.
Don't believe it.
No, it's insane. So narcissistic.
Hi, this is a message for the web crawler.
Oh, it's Becky.
Yeah.
From England. Hello, Ali and Maria and
Hi,
Melissa.
Becky.
Even though Maria's not there. Okay. But I just had to ring you guys because I just received a message from my friend out of the blue. We hadn't been speaking, okay? Completely out of the blue. She messaged me saying, you will not believe what he just texted me.
What?
So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I reply and I say, what has he text you? Who do you mean?
Yeah, who's
Was that
he?
message actually for me? Like, what are you talking about? 5 minutes later, she comes on the phone and replies saying, oh my God, Becky, I did not send that message. So I'm like, what do you mean you didn't send the message? And then she takes a photo of her watch, which has like a 30-minute workout, and she says, I haven't been anywhere near my phone. I've been doing a 30-minute workout. She said, like, I haven't been on my phone in the last half an hour.
Well, who texted that?
Like, I did not send that message.
That's
And
scary.
we're both just totally freaked out. Like, it's such a strange message to come out of nowhere, and she's absolutely certain that she didn't send it.
That's weird.
I asked her if, like, is it relative to something else she was talking about? Maybe with someone else. Like, maybe it's like a message that she sent earlier to somebody else that somehow got sent to me now. No, she said she has no idea what that message could be.
That's scary.
It's really strange. I was thinking as well that maybe she accidentally sent it on a watch. Like, maybe if it said, that's great, or something like that, you know, I would think she accidentally sent it on a watch, but you will not believe what he just texted me. That's not an automatic message. What's going on? Like,
That's a
what kind
ghost.
of phone hacking glitch in the matrix is this? So yeah, I'm just really freaked out, and I feel like someone's like fully like on our phones or something, and on our messages, and I don't know. I'm freaked out, guys. I'm freaked out. Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
weird. Anyway, that's all. Love you. Bye.
A phantom text message.
That's scary, but at least they're texting with boys, whatever ghost that is.
Yeah. I want to know what he said.
Yeah, that ghost has a boo.
Oh no.
You got it? You got it?
I get it. I think we listen to this.
Hi, web crawlers. So, okay, Melissa, you got her butt.
No, I know. Okay, I think we listened
Yeah,
to
I think
so
we're
I think that's it. I think that is it.
Guys, thank you so much for all your voicemails. If we accidentally missed yours, please just email us and let us know if you don't hear it within the next few weeks. There was a little bit of a voicemail snafu today. We love you. Snafu. We love you so much. Thank you for being the best community ever. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And that's all,
That's
folks.
all. Goodbye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.